Okie dokie. Oh, 1 second. There we go, that should be all good now. Okay, looks like we are formally alive and ready to go. So, hello everyone, Nehru here, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds 2. Let's get this dumb run back on the road, because last time around, well, come on, cooperate.
Nice uranium shield gadget you got there. It's not an Auntie's Choice product, so it might actually work as advertised.
Oh dear, 1 second. Technical difficulties. I think doing the launch might have mixed. It's got some signals crossed. Turn off the controller. Turn it back on. There we go. Looks like doing the stream launch might have got a few wires crossed for what signals to accept. Well, as I was saying before, well, can never fully get away from technical difficulties, it would seem. Last time around, we managed to make a little bit of progress towards the main quest, as well as we managed to go and gain access to our remaining crew members. And regrettably, the kind of psychotic cult type actually has some perks that it lends themselves well to my build. So, oh right, I was doing some off-stream wandering around trying to find collectibles. Okay, back to the ship.
Okay, girl.
Cause yeah, I completely forgot I was doing a little off-stream stream, just trying to wander around, trying to find different collectibles between the last stream and now. So, need to head back to Dorado, and so I can pick up where I left off. Now, let's see. Let's take a little look-see as to who I want to bring along. I mean, this could be a useful one. Self-repairing armor mods.
Hey.
That'll be at level 20.
Fair.
Yeah, because before I go back to the thing, I'm going to take a look at everyone's perks and try and see which ones are going to meld the best to my build.
Sense. So, how's the cold?
There is no cult. Hmm. Hmm. That's gonna be a tough one to choose between at level 20 there for Valerie. Having, while being at full health, having Valerie's companion abilities charge faster, or after being healed by the companion ability, making herself immune to all damage rather than just getting a damage reduction.
Mhm.
I mean, one could definitely come into a pinch in a high damage environment. The other will make it so I can use their ability a lot more often.
Hmm. Hmm.
Another tough choice. Basically, all overhealing is converted in temporary health, or or basically auto heal regen up to 50% of their max health. So as long as Valerie's in the party's not going to for long stay below 50% health. Hmm, that's gonna be a toughie. Oh, it's gonna be a good one at level 30 when Valerie does use their ability. They get a
Ooh.
regeneration effect that sticks for the remainder of combat. I think I'm gonna go for for at level 30. Go for the regen over the the armor buff. Inez, let's take a look at your abilities again. Let's see. Okay, she's got the Crabble Graph, so drops a caster of Healing Mist at her position using her companion ability. That heals an ally standing in the mist. Or first shot with her ability leaves a pool of plasma that deals damages to enemies in the area. Hmm.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
improved efficiency. Improved efficiency of biomass weapons, so better corrosive damage. Or a custom primer. This is a buff for with a long duration. While the buff's active, kills caused by the party heal you for a small amount. And very low toxicity usage.
Yeah, that could be useful.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. When she's in the party, the inhaler heals for more and prevents the party from taking damage for a short period of time. Or basically a longer drug effect duration. Activating her companion ability refreshes and reapplies her drugs, and applies the bonuses to the whole party. Or having it immediately clears toxicity and crash, and regen. Okay, so Valerie and Inez is definitely a combination for pure healing and survivability. Tristan, you're definitely going more of a tank as far as your options. He gets a health regen when he's exposed to Xyranium. Or his companion ability recharges faster while he's exposed to Xyranium. Both require him to be exposed to Xyranium.
And don't know how easy or hard that'll be.
It's kind of a dangerous prospect. I mean, it's the equivalent of standing in rads in Fallout.
Yeah.
Okay, enemies taunted by his ability are goaded, so in addition to focusing on him, they also don't use cover and take bonus damage. Or he's frenzied for a bit. Does bonus melee damage and attacks more often, moves faster. Gains temporary health at the start of combat, doubling his total health. That definitely could make him quite tanky.
He does feel like a tanky character.
Yeah, just look at him and his choice of weapon. He is definitely a dedicated tank.
Yeah.
Let's see. After killing a target, he terrifies human and creature enemies around him. I think the thing for him, the temporary health is definitely going to be the one for level 25. Let's see. I get that this might not be the most riveting gameplay, but at the same time, strategy is important. Because I need to know who I'm going to bring with me so I can, try and survive this, because with my current build, I am a bit of a glass cannon. Let's see. Rather than knocking target down, he instead slams the ground and does AoE damage and knocking down everyone around him. Or having his grenade launcher attachment gain support from a rocket, which propels him forward during his companion ability, and the ability does more damage and knocks the target down for longer. Marisol. So that's what Marisol's companion ability is. Basically, the target is stunned, and all attacks against them are auto crits. So let's see. So while she's in the party, auto mechanicals have a small chance to provide additional crafting materials. Or she collects, and recycles my shock rods, plasma cells, and biomass ammo, which gives a small chance for them to be recovered when I use them. I'm not currently using any weapons that would qualify under, so I'll have to think about that once I get to level 15. Upgrades the N-Ray scanner, allowing it to automatically analyze enemies while wearing the scanner. Hmm. And while wearing the N-ray scanner, attack supply effects depending on what part of the affects the target depending on the location of the body that you hit. Knock him down, shooting him in the legs. Stun him, shooting in the head. Make him bleed by shooting him in the torso or arms. Or she upgrades my gas energy deflection apparatus to basically cause the damage to the shield or reflects a portion of the damage taken back to the attacker. Again, I'm not sure which one of those to go with. Whenever I do spend gadget energy in combat, it recharges her companion ability. Or if an enemy is affected by her companion ability and he is killed, the effect jumps to all enemies in range. That could be a good crowd control option. Mind Discombobulator. Occasionally throws a gadget near me that confuses all enemies in an area around it. Or one that emits energy to all allies in radius. Electrifying weapons. And recharging gadget energy. Finally, we've got Asa here. So, plunking weak targets. Let's check her companion ability. A wrist mod explosive gadget. Fires explosive charge and cone towards location. Enemies take heavy physical damage and are staggered. Okay. Disabling while she's in the party, disabling mines gives you crafting materials, but since I don't have any skill in explosives, that is a wasted perk for me. And here's the one that is the Ufta, because she allows me to go further in on the attack, is that she gives me a further bonus to sneak attack damage while she's in the party.
Cultist!
Automatically gains one charge of her companion ability when combat starts. Or her companion ability does not inflict stun rather than stagger. She upgrades the mines and explosives, making them more potent while in the party. Explosives all deal more damage, and mines are automatically knocked down enemies when triggered. Once again, I do not have a whole lot of explosives, so that might be of a wasted talent. Occasionally perform a flurry of attacks with her knife. So probably gonna be that one. So have her companion ability now deal N-ray and significantly increase damage. Or have her companion ability deal frost damage and leave a hazard that applies shield to enemies. That's another tough call. So if I want to go in all in on the damage, I'm going to have to put Asa in. For support, Valerie and Inez are both good options.
Sure.
Because with Valerie, I can go for the one that will just that if I get hit with a hostile status effect, it'll heal me instantly and clear all active status effects with just a relatively short cooldown. The faster recharge when I'm at full health, which if I can help it, I will be. Although depending on how often I take damage, because as I keep on leveling up my sneak, I'd imagine the amount of instances I'm going to take damage is going to go down because I'll be a lot harder to spot, and the enemies I'm going to be facing are going to be going down a lot faster. So I suppose that one will be dependent on what my stats look like and how things play out once I'm level 20. Plus the auto regen, so it's not going to heal me to full, but it'll still, if I go below 50%, it'll at least keep me up to 50%. And the regen during combat versus Inez. So definitely going to go for the healing mist canister one. Probably going to go for the experimental primer research buff over the potent biomass, because I'm just using more standard ammunition types. Plus more health restored by the medical inhaler. Yeah. And worst case scenario, if I'm finding myself having a real hard time surviving, I can bring both Inez and Valerie in. And also note that at the moment, the current level cap here is level 30. So, we'll see if we get a level cap boost down the line any or not. Map. I think that... Oh, wait, wrong way. I was supposed to go here to the N-ray range.
That must be the N-ray range. Let's hope it doesn't blow up in our faces, huh? Raring to go.
Risk weapon prime.
Hey, you okay there? Second. I'm guessing you're watching something other than the stream, because I can hear you chuckling and giggling up a storm there.
Yeah. I'm watching two things at once, and basically we have like avatars in this thing, and they don't like us to float, but I keep finding a way to do it. Okay, I'm just being a gremlin.
That's the range, Commander. This will be glorious. Hope my enthusiasm doesn't get the better of me. Those traitors need to suffer.
The traitors will suffer. You gotta help your cultist friend.
Recharged for mayhem!
Unfriendly company. They're mine.
Huh. Flaw. Teetotaler. You avoid drugs to a fault, leaving you particularly vulnerable to their effects. Toxicity gained from using the inhaler is increased, but the inhaler is more potent to your pure metabolism. So, 25% toxicity plus 25% toxicity received from the medical inhaler. At the same time, plus 25% health restored by the inhaler. Basically, means the inhaler will be more potent, but at the same time, I'll get more of a drug crash every time I use it. I'm not sure whether to take this one or not. I mean, one of the upcoming perks I'm planning on taking is going to reduce the amount of toxicity I gain that I get from using the inhaler, so that might combat it a bit. So the more healing, the better, especially considering how much of a glass cannon I am. And I've officially accepted 3 flaws now.
Oh. So let's see. Your glass cannon, you got that.
I think the glass cannon, that's just from my build.
Well, I remember you have one thing. Oh, treacherous, that's right.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, less base health, but faster enemy awareness depletion rate and bonus sneak attack damage.
See, you're perfect for the cult. Get your flaws.
No.
Those are perfect cult flaws.
Level 13. Now, let's see. Perks, perks, perks. Okay. Digging up my notes because I needed to decide at the moment, do I continue focusing on sneak or do I put some points into guns next? Bringing up my notes here. Get down to the perks section. Let's see here. Where is the one I'm looking for? That's guns 8 I need for that one. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on focusing on sneak right now. Because again, the stat bonus guess let's see. Yeah, it's a 10% bonus range damage for every level in guns. But for sneak, it's a 35%. Or at least for sneak attack damage. So yeah, the higher I get that sneak attack percentage up, the more likely that, you know, they're gonna die from me shooting them rather than have time enough to react and alert everyone else around and get them shooting at me.
Fair enough.
Damn it all! The door's sealed. We'll need to find another way in.
Door's barred shut, huh? Okay, so there's gotta be a way in somehow.
Now this is just sloppy. If I wasn't already here to kill all of these traitors, school, I'd be forced to use one or two as an example to the rest.
Got it. Ah, I can see the bloodthirsty psychosis.
We can hear those wriggly little grub fingers of yours. Bring them close so we can chop them off.
Stop your silliness, fool! The only ones losing body parts around here today are you and your traitorous friends.
It's gonna have to be a bit of a purge. Okay, so I can only use 3 switches at a time, otherwise it resets everything.
.36 cubed divided by the standard rate of fluid flow, and then you multiply by, is it 30 or, oh, hello.
Look at the state of this poor fool. They just left her bleeding out? Exsanguination is an art. Where's the precision, the pride in their work? This is just embarrassing.
There's a cultist behind you. Wait, surely she isn't with you.
The sooner you answer my questions, the sooner she and I can both be gone.
Fine. Just please keep her away from me.
You seem a little woozy. Let's see if I can keep you from bleeding out.
Architect's mercy, thank you. It is so much easier to be polite when I needn't fear all of my bones sliding out of my body.
Do you know where Victor Clemens is? I need to find him.
Oh, the Archivist Clemens has been so strange lately. So distant, so agitated. And not his normal agitation, mind you. This is something different. Much worse.
Worse? How?
He's like a wire stretched beyond its breaking point. Never a harsh word to anyone, but being in his presence, well, it's as if his stress is infectious. Best not to push him. He's deeper in the facility, working on something he deemed to be of the utmost importance. Either he is still below, continuing said work, or he is quite dead. And with all those cultists gallivanting about, I don't fancy his odds.
Please, with the way my so-called brethren are comporting themselves, he's more likely to die of boredom. If I was in charge here, all of you'd dead. He soon will be.
Yes. I'm sure you'll kill them quite well.
You need to focus and tell me what's going on here. Did the cultists do all this?
The crazed people like your friend here have been sowing destruction throughout the range for days. I've seen few firsthand, but that isn't because they've gone. Rather, I believe they have become visibility deficient.
That's fine. I'll just randomly fire my weapons until I hit something.
You can attempt such, but if my current state is any indication, the cultists are unlikely to be sporting with you.
Just so we're clear, you're saying that these cultists are completely invisible.
Oh, there's no such thing as invisibility. I can only theorize that their visual forms were sent out of phase when they haphazardly tampered with pressurized N-rays.
Their actions are inexcusable. Science allows us to unveil the wonder of the rifts. We do not disrespect it. Now, is there any science around here we can use to find and kill them?
It's a shame the facility is in shambles. We've an N-ray scanner device that may render the cultists far easier for one to locate.
And how exactly does that work?
The scanner is an optical device designed to detect electrical signals and the N-rays given off by all living beings. Visible or not, the cultists still give off N-rays. It was stored nearby. But with the damage to the facility, you'll likely need to use the maintenance vent on the wall there behind the screen to get anywhere near it.
Well, this is all fascinating, but it sounds like I've got some work to do.
I appreciate your aid. I'm going to wait here and try to prevent my wounds from reopening.
Ooh, kinetic pulse redistributor.
Commander, you're bleeding.
Yeah. Yeah. So, using the invisible occultists, that means give it a little bit of, spooky time, eh?
Spooky dooky.
Fear not, my brethren. The eyes of the unworthy cannot behold our transcendent forms.
Okay, that one's open now.
Hey, that must be the scanner there.
The N-ray scanner. It's gonna use this to see enemies, wires, and traps through walls.
Aggressor at hand.
Okay, any other loot around here now that I've taken care of those two? Things appear to be clear. Oh. The entering scanner allows you to view wires through walls.
Yeah.
This could definitely help me with figuring out what goes where.
A convoluted way to unlock a door, but I'll take it.
Yeah, definitely a convoluted, but well, I suppose if it gets the job done. Still barred. Gonna need to open that one from the other side.
You've opened the way forward. Very good work.
I spy my next victim. I mean, a hostile combatant.
Armed and ready. Lay low, Commander. Medic's order. Ought to keep moving, Commander.
Toss spell card. Ooh, a bonus to max health. Don't mind if I do. Every little bit helps. Ah, crap! I need to pick the lock.
Victor, I fully understand the importance of your work. This is exactly why I push you so. Your moral justifications for delaying your delivery are misguided. Dead is dead. What matter is it if their ends come in 1 minute or 3? If you seek to be humane in your duties, fine. So long as I get the explosives in time. But if we fail to act, the Order will be lost forever. Collateral damage was always inevitable, Victor. You knew this. And the longer you take in your laboratory, the greater your risk of being caught becomes. If that happens, you know what must be done. But I should remind you that such a failure will result in vastly more suffering for all parties involved. We need those explosives now, Victor. Let's finish this. Victor, dead is dead. But if we no longer you, but I should.
Trouble ahead.
So this Victor is working with DeVries and trying to get them explosives at that.
Transcendence. I have power unto the architect. Everything must be controlled before it can become everything.
Enemy spotted.
Charge dispersal network admitting the danger posed by Praetor's persistent electrical storms. In lay people's parlance, a network of lightning rods tie into the central grounding station via a combined 307.47 miles of subterranean high-tension wiring, thus providing a conduit for excessive electrical activity in the atmosphere of the grounding station.
These cultists seem to be quite fond of ghillie suits. There's parts, and I'm going to get in from the other end.
Objectively, a noble location
greater ally than any number of fellow scienticians. Oh, thank you very, very much for dealing with those cult... it seems you missed one.
What? Where? I thought we dispatched with all of those traitorous charlatans.
Just don't give her a reason to gut you and you'll be fine.
I can see it would be best for me to tactfully overlook your comrade. Very well. I see you possess our N-ray scanner. Ooh, ingenious device. If I'd had it, I may have evaded being trapped here. Oh, I shouldn't have had to worry. Damn that Victor and damn his hubris. Fitting that his experiment would cause so much strife that he would be untouched by the ensuing pandemonium.
What happened with Victor's experiment?
Pardon my excitement. It's been an eventful day. I don't know the specifics, only that Victor was performing a procedure utilizing processed N-rays. When those cultists flooded the range, they damaged the N-ray canisters. In the ensuing chaos, Victor's experiment was destroyed. I know some cultists were killed, but many more still live, moving unseen through the range.
So I've heard. I'm surprised any of the cultists survived a close encounter with N-rays.
Survived is something of an overstatement. Most of the cultists died immediately upon exposure, and according to past experiments, those that haven't are experiencing accelerated organ liquefaction. I would be more sympathetic to their collective plight, and they not promise to insert every item in this room down my throat in reverse alphabetical order.
Why does everyone keep using the term out of phase?
Although it requires further investigation and experimentation, out of phase refers to a shift in the dimensional presence of these cultists. They are physically here, but only partially, hence their unseen state. It's fascinating. But the outstanding fear for my life has made it difficult to think scientifically.
What was all this Victor's fault?
Because he refused to follow procedure. He didn't take an assistant or allow anyone
I like
to see his
the
data, and now
psychopath.
it's all consigned to oblivion. What a waste.
Yeah, that was all I wanted. Try not to get killed on the way out.
Oh, believe me, this is more excitement than I ever wanted. I shall.
Crisis defenses. Extra damage resistance while below 50% health. Still need more cloth if I want to make craft another extra holster mod. silenced plasma pistol. Hmm. Let me see, magazine size.
I do like how you look like a cowboy now.
Yeah, I kind of like how I've got this look going.
Hmm.
Maybe on my next level up, I'll get the one perk, instead of getting anything else, I'll get the perk for that extra bandolier slot. So I can have the silenced plasma pistol as well as the speedy light pistol, which I've also got silenced. Another kind of pistol that I can take advantage of being silenced. Now, silenced plasma pistol. Advanced. Oh, I should definitely put this mod on. Reduces ammo costs.
Yeah, knowing you, you probably do.
And now a quick manual save. Back up, back up, back up. Yeah, a slight bonus to damage from that baseball card. Or tossball card.
Commander.
And that right there is also another thing for. Okay, now I remember what was the other next perk I was potentially thinking of. Not setting off traps when I walk over them.
Yeah.
I guess that's the debate for what's the next perk to take. An extra gun in the holster, so I can take advantage of that nice new energy weapon, a silenced plasma pistol, or Ow. They are certainly we're not skimping on the traps here.
I'm surprised you could see that with the you know.
Yeah, the N-ray specs definitely do help.
Hmm.
Fix me up. I'd do it for you. Armed and ready. It's a brawl.
Ah, that's what killed me. That thing set off a turret.
How many times must I say only death lies ahead? Observe. You have been persistent. The time for that is over. Please.
Well, okay, so Victor has made a little death hallway. Aha! Here we are. Power restored. do not have a hacking to unseal it. Ow!
On the inside, Commander.
Ow! Ah. Okay. All right, let's try that again. Okay, so I can't open that without hacking, so... Well, my timing on that was off. I see.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
So I need hacking if I want to get through there without having to race things, which I do not have. Okay, backing up, backing up, backing up. I'll be outside blast range. Okay.
Cultists and interlopers breaching my defenses at once? I should have anticipated this. There is but one option left to me. To save Arcadia, to ensure the future, we must both die.
Funny. Derice said something like that to me a long time ago. Why are you helping her?
Because the order cannot be hindered by war or by compromise. Any obstacles must be removed, as much as I regret the need to do so. If DeVries does not receive my explosive, she will resort to a violent assault. Many will die, pointlessly, and in agony. I can at least deliver them an instant, painless death. I thought this explosive vest would be an unnecessary precaution. All I can hope is that by blasting us both from the field of play, the Order shall find its way to truth.
I thought you were a scientist, not a martyr. Is this how you want to be remembered?
Want has nothing to do with it. I have very specific instructions on how to proceed in the face of contingencies such as yourself. And you cannot possibly understand whether I am or am not capable of martyrdom. You do not know my depth of character.
Dang, I gotta use a dumb option. Actually, my professional feelings have her.
You're about to be a corpse.
Hello, Commander. Medic's orders.
Jesus!
Well, shit.
I just like, I was about to say BRB, I'm gonna get something, but I just saw you pop a cap in a guy's ass.
No, I didn't do anything. There's a word I want to say, but with how some people can be.
Hello, Commander. Medic's
Yeah.
Ali Akbar?
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to say it or not.
Well, I was gonna say the other thing, but... Are you trying to not kill him?
Ideally, yeah.
BRB.
Mm-hmm.
vitals looking a mite marginal, Command.
Okay, let's see if I can talk him out of that without resorting to the dumb option.
Hello, Commander. Medic's orders.
Cultists and interlopers breaching my defenses at once? I should have anticipated. There is but one, because if I thought this explosive vest would, and you cannot possibly understand whether I am or am not capable of martyrdom.
Wait a minute.
You do not
DeVry
know
put
my
you up
depth
to
of
this.
character.
That's what her message was implying.
At the end of all things, my decisions were predestined. I am not at liberty to divulge the reasoning behind my actions. You're not with the Order. You cannot understand what this would be. Could I explain, the words would be lost on you.
If it could prevent needless death, why not try?
Your verbiage does not conceal the gaps in your knowledge. But the presiding bishop has taught us that ignorance is not a punishable sin. If the Order is not prevented from reaching its true potential and solves the universal equation, all scientific uncertainty and any associated suffering will end.
Would pure scientific certainty have saved your co-worker? No, that was me.
If what you say is true, and you have my tentative thanks. However, scientific certainty would absolutely have prevented that from happening. We would have predicted it. DeVries opened my eyes. The Order is on the path to absolute truth. And if they are not interrupted, this truth can be pursued. The one right path for humanity, revealed to us. Politics cannot bind us. Uncertainty cannot strangle. And no one can be allowed to waltz in and hurl our plans into disarray.
I think I finally understand you. You're afraid to live with what you've been doing here.
What? How do you not understand the present situation? What coward would strap an explosive device to himself?
Someone without much of an understanding of the odds.
No, that's not all this. Helping DeVries, completing the work on my explosives is important. It matters. DeVries agrees.
DeVries destroyed Horizon Point, killing hundreds of people. You want to be like her?
Augustine couldn't have done such a thing. She was on a secret mission at the time.
Yep, at Horizon Point.
I don't wish to believe you, but what you're saying, has the ring of truth to it. I've been a fool, going along with this farce. But it stops now. My relationship with Augustine is at an end.
This poor fool seemed intent on doing himself and us both. Impressive work convincing him otherwise. Let's say I have a go at him with my disemboweling knife. See what he knows.
Why would I let you do that? No!
Your loss. Don't like to boast, but I am quite the artiste with a knife.
I believe that's another thanks I owe you. You certainly keep interesting company.
What was your plan with helping DeVries anyhow?
I found a way to, via the use of processed N-rays, send objects out of phase. It was inconsistent, but I was close to isolating the procedure. DeVries needed explosives for her plan. By making them unseen, the explosives could be placed as efficiently as possible. No one would be maimed or injured, just killed. Saying that out loud now, it sounded real. But somehow, I convinced myself that leaving no survivors was more humane. It's a shame I can't speak to a vicar.
You did the right thing.
I appreciate your consideration. Things could have been very different had your cooler head not prevailed.
So, how do I know you're not going to go back to helping DeVries the moment I leave?
Here, it is the key to my quarters. Take whatever you find. That will ensure that I cannot use any of it to further DeVries' aims, even if I wanted to.
Goodbye then. Try not to join any other revolutionary groups, huh?
You've certainly convinced me I cannot remain here. May we meet again, when the paths of our lives are at greater apexes.
Alright, I actually managed to find somebody to talk him out of that. Advanced decryption key, thank you very much. Hello, plasma grenades.
My fellow loyalists, it is time. Due to the Earth Directorate operatives' continued meddling, we must increment our timetable by a factor of hours, not days. Accordingly, our forces have taken over the monastery. Those I predetermined to be resilient to reason have been executed. The rest should not cause us trouble. I have locked the lift to prevent the agent from reaching the monastery, but the following code will grant you access. 34145. I will continue my work from here, supplying Augustine with everything she needs for our plan to succeed, and delaying the agent as I'm able to. May the results of our actions today secure a more prosperous tomorrow for our sacred order.
Great.
How goes the call?
They're all dead.
Oh.
And we've got this order, bastard who's just suddenly showed up basically saying that, okay, yeah, we are in league with Debris. We're going to be moving things faster because my meddling, as he puts it, has actually managed to force them to speed things up. And that he's gone and killed everyone that he would deem as being resistant to the truth. But he also didn't anticipate I'd be on the receiving end of this, so it gave me ended up giving the access code to access the elevator to the monastery. A new flaw, N-radiated. Travel through the N-ray range has left you fundamentally changed. Whenever you take damage of any type, you have a chance to take additional N-ray damage and automatically become camouflage. Whenever you take damage, there's a 5% chance you become camouflaged automatically, but take an additional 5% of your max health as N-ray damage. But then when you're camouflaged, you become invisible to enemies and deal bonus damage for 30 seconds. Oh. This is a one that could be a bit of a gamble, because if I'm taking a lot of damage, that 5% could do a lot, but the 30 seconds of invisibility could be a great way to break contact. Yeah, I'm going to accept this flaw and whatever comes of it.
I'm pretty sure we've killed every traitor in this place. Didn't we? What do you think?
Yeah, I could lie to her and say that they're all dead. I guess at least there are a few that are left. At least I didn't see any more. Extra experience. Yep, definitely 100% of them are DEAD.
Boy, damn it! It's as I feared. Their treasonous scum of a hierarch isn't among the dead.
Hierarch?
The leader of a cell. In this case, that would be Ziegler. And extinguishing him is obviously our next priority. They were operating under his orders. But since he wasn't here to lead them in person, they would have maintained regular contact using one of our communication devices. I saw one of them earlier. We should go see what information it will yield to us. I'll mark your map with its location.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's go. I feel like there's at least one spot here I can still go and explore. Let me check my journal. Okay, so we do have two optional ones here. So, yeah, found a terminal entry from Abbott Newell that paints Sierra Wiley in an uncharacteristically poor light. So, there's probably another secret for about the Abbott in here somewhere. And I feel like I am getting turned around. Yeah, curse my sense of direction. Oh yeah, there's this one here. So let's backtrack a little, see if I can find a way into that area from the other spot. It's like I need to go the other way because that one elevator is a one-way trip. The curse of being a bit of a loop gremlin at times. Especially since I know there is still a locked door that I can open. Map. Yeah, there is actually one guy left. There's gotta be some way to get in there. And I have apparently missed a mine. Oh no, not mine. A tripwire. I suppose worst case scenario, I can come back and try and find the way into that room later. Just gonna irritate.
Hold on, I can look it up. Where's the thing? What should I look up?
I'm at the NRAY facility over on Dorado.
So you're looking for switches, or what are you looking for?
There's one barred door that I'm trying to get access to. Because okay, it looks like there's a weapon in there. Or something.
Since somebody in this thing I found has posted something, did it look like that? What I posted in general?
Hold on, let me get a second. I'm gonna do this via the phone because sometimes when you do the whole thing via the screen, it can make things. Yep, that's it.
People saying go through the windows. And a lot of people saying it's just, some people are saying it's open.
I didn't even realize there was no glass in that window.
See, and you were gonna come back to it. See, this is why it's a good thing, like, at least I listen, you know, like Eugene like Eagle.
PEAD, were they? Well, they are now. Hope you're getting squeamish on me. Revenge is serious business.
Oh, I just realized she called you out.
Yeah. A prototype exclusion chamber. Reinforced storage container for some kind of experimental melee weapon. Observe the chamber. You take a close look at the glass container. Some with eyes not as sharp as your own would miss it. But you note that one of the gears in this chamber's lowering mechanism isn't properly secured. With a little depth of wiggling, it comes free. Gaining the sight should be easier now. I still need either 2 melee or 2 science. Ah, damn it, a scythe right there. And, as it just so happens, because I took the dumb trait, melee and science are both things that I cannot put points into. Gosh dang it. Alright then. Alright, let's head back to the ridge and then see if we can find on the map where to find that second second optional thing to get more info on this guy before we go and confront him. Ooh, a high security lockbox. A nice little treat for the exploration. Mural piece. Okay, this train station has definitely seen better days. Okay. Now, okay, so the current optional is, after reading both terminal messages, it's obvious the abbot has been undermining Seer Wiley behind his back. Confronting the abbot may yield an answer as to why. Okay, so looks like for both options, it's I'll have to confront the abbot anyway to see about what this thing, what's the deal here with Seer Wiley. And can I just say I have a bit of a hard time trusting folks with the name of Wiley. Thank you to my time playing Mega Man.
Oh, I thought you were gonna talk about the coyote.
Okay, first I'll finish this trial on the trail of the traitor, and then I'll go and finish helping Azza with her the Dawn of Glorious Betrayal quest. Alright. Manual save.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
Now, let's see if we can get some answers.
They were guided to begin with. Something that might actually have saved them.
Grand Architect! First an attack on the monastery and now the lift code's not working? Am I misremembering it? No.
Hey, Abbott.
Why this, I'm sure. Agent, oh thank good odds and high
Wait, how
probabilities
did
you're
you deal
back.
with Mr.
There's
Explody?
been an incident.
I actually managed to talk him down.
Has taken over the monastery. My seer Wiley, is trapped up there with other hostages of the Order. To make matters worse, my access code's not working. Without it, I've no way of calling the lift.
The conspirators are trying to stop some peace talks. Do you know anything about that?
Peace talks? Yes, Ruth informed me, but how did you learn of them? No one outside a select circle are supposed to be aware they're happening.
I know a lot about a lot of things, including how you sabotaged Wiley's advancement.
That's a serious accusation. Why would I do such a thing?
I don't have leadership, so you seem reliant on Wiley. If I had to guess, it's because you're afraid to lose him.
I can't discuss this right now. The monastery.
I saw your messages to Svoboda and Victor. You implied Wiley's incompetent.
The truth is, I held Wiley back. I kept him from advancing for my own selfish gains by spreading lies and false concern over his competence behind his back. But I needed him. I still need him. I'm not the savant he is, never have been. If he'd advanced beyond his current role, my deficiencies would have been made manifest to all. I'm sorry, but we really haven't the time to litigate this issue further. In case I didn't make it clear before, the monastery is currently in jeopardy.
Why are Auntie's Choice and the Order negotiating terms anyway?
Representatives of Auntie's Choice and the Order are meeting to discuss an armistice and possible collaboration. It's an unprecedented opportunity to shorten this war. I know I mentioned it before, but compartmentalization is crucial to the success of most of the Order's operations. I wish I could offer more details than that.
No time to lose then. And heading up there.
But I'm afraid I won't be accompanying you. I can't be sure my presence wouldn't alter the outcome of your efforts in prodigious and unforeseen ways.
No one asked you to come.
No? How grand! Then we are already in alignment. Once you reach the monastery, make your way to the observatory. If the conspirators are seeking the coordinates of the talks, no doubt their efforts will be concentrated there. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
Farewell. So basically, he was just a bit more incompetent than he lets on, and didn't want his support to be to outrank him.
I've always wanted to fight a mathematician.
You love your cultist friend.
No.
You'll admit it.
You're the one who's gone around forming a cult.
I mean, yeah, what's your point?
If anyone here loves dealing with cultists, it's you, buddy boy.
And?
So don't you go projecting none of that bull crap on me.
I can project it because I've done the same.
Are you sure that rope can support us?
Because let's face it, you know Scorpio would deny it, deny. Me, I'm like, hell yes.
Probably.
Wait, look! Someone just came up via the lift. It must be unlocked.
Well, they're making a break for it. They've certainly made a mess out of this place. Okay, where's that silenced one? I'm gonna swap it out for my light pistol for a little bit. I'll put this thing through its paces. Because in theory, getting a full charge on this will do a lot more damage than just a single bullet from the light pistol.
Void it all. I told him he wasn't going to make it. Is this why Wily Zilk spared him? Because the seer already predicted this would be his fate? Hey, body's not even cold yet. Show a little respect. Roger always said he wanted his body donated to the Order if it'd help advance the plan. But I'm sure this wasn't what he had in mind.
Seer Wily said I wasn't on his list and let me go. He must have predicted I wouldn't fight back. I don't understand. Where's the abbot? Why isn't he doing something?
Something's being worked on, buddy. Just give it time. Huh. What's up here, I wonder? Oh, a kinetic beam caster. Interesting. Now, map. Where's the map? Which way to explore first? That way or that way? Huh. Looks like this way is no-go anyway, because there's no way to open that door. This way it is.
I swear, the more he talks, the more pain it makes me want to inflict on his person.
Or that catalyst, setting into motion the future most aligned with the plan. Hold that belief in your minds. Let it strengthen your resolve, and do not hesitate. The time for ideation is concluded. Now is the time for execution. Those outside the Order, and some simpletons within it, claim that all things happen for a reason. But the wise among us know that nothing occurs without a catalyst. Today, we are that catalyst.
that did the trick.
Nice of Shield Wily to leave us this light. Sorry. Rejuvenation device.
That device may be the discovery that we live or die in the near future.
Oh. Oh. I see.
Back in business.
Okay. Needed to use the shotgun because that thing had big armor.
This looks a lot like those N-ray junction boxes. Still got the scanner on you?
So, the full charge allows me to get a burst off.
Assessing.
Which is perfect for making sure they go down quick. Okay, so definitely need to keep my eyes open on more small plasma charges to keep this gun going, because this is nice. Very nice.
Scientific advancement should not come at the cost of the grace and dignity of innocent lives. That is all I am saying. Armed conflicts are not the inevitability you are making them out to be, Anya, but rather the result of a populace failing to adhere to scientism's stoic imperative.
Oh, and I suppose we're going to pretend the second pillar doesn't exist. I must have just imagined reading Alfred Lung's 75 thesis on determinism then.
Fear not, my wrongly imprisoned friends. I will free you from this captivity forthwith.
Imprisoned? Goodness, no. We are anchorites for the Order, child. This is where we conduct our divine calling, debating scientific precept and theory. Actually, an outside opinion might be useful at this juncture. Our current topic is whether war is ever justified. For the sake of time, please keep your answer brief.
Dumb option. In my opinion, war is bad.
Care to elaborate?
People suffer in war.
But what if widespread suffering is already taking place?
Then its causes should be observed, quantified, and a non-violent solution found. You do not extinguish a fire with more flame.
Tell that to the Protectorate.
We're going in circles again. If only we had access to the materials we requested, perhaps we could settle this debate.
I'd be happy to help you out. What materials do you need and where can I find them?
I need the book Only Real Numbers, The Casualties of Appeasement by Exemplar Kwong. Second edition, not the first. That's important.
And I require Archivist Mahler's dissertation on de-escalation theory. You should be able to locate both pieces of scholarship in the scriptorium. I'd also caution against borrowing additional titles. The scribes are absolute fusspots when their work goes missing.
So I'll need to get both of those items for this one. And I've not found the required info for that item. How did this whole debate start anyway? Is this about the Order's involvement in the war?
More or less. Seer Wiley put the question to us last week. Naturally, the problem of interference versus non-interference led us to a broader discussion of war's overall necessity. Oddly, he has not returned for his solution, which is just as well since we remain divided on an answer, though I'm confident we'll get there.
Seer Wiley has staged a coup. He's taken over the monastery through force.
Good for him. About time someone put theory into application.
What my colleague means is Landon Wiley is among our most gifted and dedicated seers. Whatever actions he's taken must be in service of the plan. I do hope no one's been hurt, though.
Ooh, got some bad news for you on that front.
I see. That is distressing to hear. But as we in the Order like to say, the plan actuates by deliberate means. Let us hope this conflict resolves itself soon.
And a Bring Stability over in chat saying that this is the kind of classroom that they wish they had in school. I paid attention in math.
Hmm.
I mean, having two math teachers debating quadratic theory, it might have made math a bit more interesting. Yeah, you don't seem knowledgeable. Any chance a woman named DeVry came to you for advice?
Augustine? Sure. She's got a mind for provocative hypotheticals. Asked a lot more interesting questions than we normally get.
I will add it has been some time since we last saw her. Not since before the schism, in fact. Why do you ask?
What kind of questions did she ask?
Augustine was obsessed with the rift. She wanted to know all the potential routes the Order might take to deal with it. We explained that the rift is an aberration of the plan's natural order, corrupting time and space and creating uncertainty. Consequently, all efforts should be made to close it.
Apologies, but gossip doesn't fall under our purview. We've secluded ourselves here to avoid such distractions, so I would thank you to exclude us from any remote drama.
Makes sense. There's plenty of drama happening here at the monastery right now.
I'm sure I have no notion of what you're referring to.
I'll be back once I've visited the scriptorium.
Much appreciated. We'll present our final arguments once you've returned with the research.
Yeah. This definitely feels more like a lecture hall than a tissue classroom, because there's a very small number of very uncomfortable looking seats here. And nothing for you to write on other than your lap. Bring back the map. Okay, that's where I came in at.
Found another one. Damn it.
It's not a trouble.
I knew there'd be a high probability of fighting, but I didn't think...
Hey, none of that. Remember what Wiley told us.
Document every corpse you find so we have an accurate head count later.
But also not everyone will share our vision of the plan. We gave them the option to join us. It's not our fault they chose wrong.
Hold the charge. Hold the charge. Where's the other one? Okay, this is definitely doing a really good job of making sure that they go down in one burst.
Good.
Indelibly eradicate algorithmic dissonance.
And here I was, hoping for a peaceful, rejuvenating soak.
Yeah, you can still do the soak later, just... Okay, so I need to find that book in order to aspect the power here. Alright, so I'm gonna need that in order to open the to find that in order to open the doors. Sell the junk. Let's see, bypass shot, grenade. Let's purchase a few small plasma charges. Top off my ammo a bit. Okay, got the destruction device set up there.
Yeah.
Oh, another silenced plasma pistol. Not bad, not bad.
Always useful.
Well, that's completely smashed. Some rogue order types.
Interesting.
But they look to be beyond that sealed door.
All things happen for a reason.
this one I don't have lockpicking, so I can't get through there.
Can any of this really be in service to the universal equation, like the Sears claim?
Hmm.
Claim that all things happen
Have you acquired the scholarship we asked for?
Sorry, I was getting a bit too drawn into that brings today, but yeah, I mean, this is The Outer Worlds in a nutshell. It's, in many ways, one way of looking at it is Fallout in Space. It's got that kind of goofy humor to it, and yeah, I am a fan of the series, and well, yeah, I hope you. I'm glad that you're gonna give the game a try. So hope you enjoy it, and yeah, you have a good sleep first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I wasn't intending on accidentally getting someone to give the game a try. I guess I'll take that as a win.
Good job.
Actually, I'm in need of a book on mechanized doors and their wiring, if you have one.
You're in luck. I just finished my third reread of it. Chapter 47 is a real treat. When we're finished speaking, I'll put it in a collection drawer, but do take care with it, especially around the bath. We lose more good books that way. Much appreciated. We'll present our final arguments once you've returned with the research.
Okay. There's the essential history of mechanized doors. So now I should be able to go and get that wiring fixed. Especially since I don't have hacking. Help from the book provided by the anchorites, you reattach a few wires and soon hear a door power open somewhere in the courtyard nearby. Oh, too far? You know what? I suppose when I think about it, that's one thing that I do can consider a worthy enough goal is playing these games that I like that other folks might not have given a chance, and well, if they want to go and play for themselves, then I feel like I've done some good. Okay. Novice dormitory, and the door is barred shut.
Looks like a fight.
Sharp enough. I'll stand nearby.
You thought I may be a bit of a glass cannon, but I got a shotgun. I didn't see him coming, which could be that I just wasn't paying attention. Or he was invisible. Both are equally likely. Okay, so need a brawny or engineering to get that door open.
Look, I know this ain't gonna get to the abbot, but I have complaints that need registering anyhow. This monastery's too big for the staff we've got, and it sure seems like the scienticians and theorists here ain't fixated on keeping neat. I might just be a novice, but at 73 years of age, I have enough self-respect that I shouldn't be picking up another body's lavation towels. Still, ain't as bad as it was in Auntie's choice, but that don't mean it's good. I just ask you folks to remember that there's more of importance out here than just your numbers.
Time to earn my commission. Variable.
Okay, before I do the perks... Okay, he was just staring right at the door, just waiting for me. Alright. Perks. Let us retreat to the notes. Load, please. Get to the pucks. Okay, dokie. So. So it's gonna be either light step. So walking over traps and mines will never set them off, which I really could have used at that N-ray facility. I do not have enough guns yet for penetrating shots. But then again, the penetrating shots would be more for like things where I have no choice but to fight them because it adds armor pen to my shotguns and SMGs. Okay, let's sneak for light step. Need more guns need a lot more guns for suppressionist, which will just add sneak attack damage and make my my pistols absolutely silent. But I need 8 in guns for that. Okay, Curl Rancher. Yep. Farm Enthusiast, basically an additional primer slot and reduce it. Oh, yeah, Farm Enthusiast. That is one of the things for Farm Enthusiast. It gets a minus 25% toxicity received from the medical inhaler, which will undo the extra toxicity I get from that one flaw I took. And Commando, an extra weapon slot. So we got 3 options that all have very good value for right now. We've got the one that'll improve my healing, one that'll allow me to carry an extra gun, and one that'll make it so, you know, I don't have to worry about traps anymore. You know what? Let's go with Lightstep. I do not want to have to deal with a trap fest like that again. And with the 2 more points into Sneak, that takes me up to minus 40% NPC awareness detection rate, and a bonus 560% sneak attack damage, just from sneak, just from my sneak skill.
Nowhere near as interesting as the taxidermied cross-sections displaying their internal organs I made when I was a child.
TMI there, Azza. TMI. Map. Map. Doors barred shut. Can't do anything there.
Isn't this fancy? Guessing these are the abbot's quarters. I see the good abbot's intent on distracting himself from the misery of existence with worldly goods. Never works.
Ah, corrosive plasma pistol. Don't mind if I do. Mash random keys.
Ah.
Unfortunately, I don't have any science or hacking. So, nothing I can do for that one. Ooh, an advanced decryption key. Oh, thank you. Ah, a research wing. So the scriptorium is in here. So this is one of the places I need to go. Here's that's the. I wish I could just turn all those TVs off and shut him up.
This must be prevented, whatever the cost, or humanity's ascendance will be forestalled by centuries, if not millennia. The blood spilled today is merely correctional ink, stamped onto a test of order aptitude. And who do we blame? The student fails. By their instructor, of course. Bishop Basson has failed his order of The blood spilled today is merely correctional ink, stamped onto a test.
Hmm.
Someone help us!
Sounds of someone in trouble. But where?
The stalwart agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice for you. The hostages in the card press before you will die unless you intervene. If you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them by solving a simple puzzle. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming in abject terror. But how could you call yourself an Earth Directorate agent if you allowed that to transpire?
As if we'd fall for their
Dick.
stalling tactics just to watch these poor fools die slowly and horribly, mangled like punch cards. What were we talking about again?
I'm open to opinions on what to do here.
I prefer to kill my enemies first, innocent hostages later.
Look, whatever the Seer and DeVries are doing, we'll have time to sort it out later. These folk don't have that kind of time.
Dang it! I can't. I get. I'm not playing the kind of playthrough where I can be that relentlessly brutal, and I don't know. Pragmatic is the right term to use for this situation. But yeah, I just can't sit by and let innocent folks die if I can help it. Just a matter of playing right into Wiley's hands. We have to help these people.
Good. Then let's get to freeing them.
Definitely not. We should be the only ones killing hostages around here.
Praise high probability. Wiley trapped us here. He let some others go, but didn't even give us the chance to surrender.
He's lost his wits. Kept going on about his puzzle in the research wing upstairs. That must be where he hid the key to stop the press.
Hurry!
Well, that's one place to put a safe. Reckon it's part of Wiley's puzzle somehow.
Great. solve a damn puzzle.
We've got company, Commander. The unfriendly kind.
Think it'll be fast when the Target Machine, punches.
Verifying hostile presence. Armed and ready. I'm alive. Positioning for cover. To die.
Say hello to Shotgun. Yeah, lovely. Got into a bit of a fight there. Ooh. I mean, now I could probably explore this place.
Captain ready!
Ah, so here's a scriptorium. So I need to get in here to get those books I need.
Hey, got movement.
Hello there. Passage. Okay, so there's one of the 2 books I need. Excellent. Which means there must be a means to get into that other scriptorium room. There's the book right there. Map. Show me the map.
They've just got us running around like a bunch of assholes now.
But this was obviously designed in order to buy him as much time as possible. Okay, now he's just being an asshole. Pinnacle Perfume Kilo.
Ah, see? Didn't I tell you our friend would be back?
Hurry! Disable the card press machine!
Disable the... Yeah, of course I'm gonna save the hostages.
Oh, thank the Ark.
Glad we saved those folk. But now we need to deal with the bastard behind all of this. Let's move.
Thank you, stranger. We should be okay here for now. Go pay Wiley his just dividends. For all of us.
What did I tell you? All according to the plan.
Yeah. Wiley's plan, which almost killed us.
So that's how I get up to this one. Okay, got all those books I needed now. Alright, so... Now, I do believe I am... Yes, back this way. So I should be able to go and give this book to those two now. Or these books. Wrong door. Here we are.
Have you acquired the scholarship we asked for?
Yes, I have it all right here.
Wonderful. Please deposit the titles in that drawer there, and we will review it forthwith. Excellent timing. We're nearly finished reviewing the materials you brought us. Oh, well now, this is unexpected. The arguments in this text seem to have highlighted a teleological flaw I fear my own argument shares. You too, huh?
So, who's right?
Under certain conditions, de-escalation becomes impossible, leading to negative outcomes, including outright annihilation. An annihilated entity cannot advance the plan.
But maybe annihilation itself serves a purpose we're simply unaware of. You were right before. Participating in a war only produces an entropic feedback loop.
Oh, speech 3. But you also consider that existence is a curse and consciousness a prison?
I see someone has been reading On the Origin of Sprats. It has that effect on people.
Mental carceration and the potential unreality of conscious experience adds an interesting dimension to the argument. It's certainly worth exploring.
Perhaps later. For now, I feel we should reward our guest with their choice of reward, given the idiosyncratic nature of his conclusion. Armor or weapon?
I like to kill things. Give me the weapon.
Very well. You can retrieve it from the same drawer where you deposited our research materials. We appreciate your time. If you have a spare 4 hours, feel free to stay and observe our period of silent, sustained reading. Otherwise, until we next confer.
Oh, an advanced decryption key as well as a sawed-off heavy machine gun. Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to stick around for 4 hours of watching those two read.
Probably not.
Let's get back to trying to put a pin in this whole coup d'état. Let's get these things unbarred and open before we go in any deeper. A volted plasma cutter.
At least it was a clean dissection. Roger would appreciate that, I think.
Ooh, yeah, lost his legs from that one. I wonder if he could have been saved by treating the wound, or if he just died from shock.
Is that something you need me to look up, or is that something?
It's just it's just
a thought.
Yeah, just a thought. Because that guy was already dead by the time we got here. Just a pondering.
Enemy spotted.
Let me have it.
Backing up.
Craft is ready, and frankly, pissed off.
Yeah, I'm trying to break a line of sight so I can go back to sneak killing them all. Yeah, got a guy with some big armor.
This might sting. A lot.
Refraining from doing his best.
Get your butt back up.
I'm alive.
Ooh, nothing but ash on you. just need to find another 2 stations like this to finish that mural.
Customers about.
Random elements! Anomalous outliers!
Whether restore my life or avenge my Need some help first. I'm alive.
Okay, so gotta get all these bells ringing. Should figured more would spawn in after clearing this one. Alright, let's try and take these guys out procedurally, one at a time.
Assessing. Assessing.
Closing on a perceived threat.
Armed and ready. Commander, you're ready.
Exposure levels untenable.
charged up.
Wait for them to lose interest. Okay, so the really big armored one is down. I need the shotgun for that.
Ooh.
Oh great, there's another one.
Hmm.
Investigating phenomena. I must admit, the rift's added exotic probability to unpredictable possibilities. Discovery of disturbance is imminent. Enough shilly-shallying.
There we go. Take care of all the small fry with my pistol, and the big armored guy shotgun to the face. I do believe that is all of the bells now ringing. That should have the doors open, so manual save.
Oh, look! A room dedicated to the insignificance of human existence inside a temple dedicated to mathematically proving its pointlessness. Feels like there's a puzzle in here I need to solve. Experimental weapon, the Oracle.
So I'm guessing the puzzle in here is to gain access to this gun. I want it. What do we have here? A passage. A secret passage leading into the toilet. I wonder why they barred that. Okay, look to the ori in front of the observatory to solve this riddle. The first dial should be set to the number of the moons that orbit Elysium. The second dial should be set to the number of moons that orbit between Dorado and Elysium. The final dial should be set to the number of times Eden orbits Elysium before Praetor and Cloister complete a single rotation. Okay, let's solve this, because I want that gun. Let me see. Dorado and Elysium, Praetor and Cloister.
That is pretty.
Yeah, trying to figure out the code for the for that entry over in the other area.
What? Give me a sec. What's it called?
Yeah, we're trying to figure the order initiates scavenger hunt. In the observatory.
Order is. The first so what part are you not getting?
I'm trying to figure out the all the 3 dials. The clues I'm having is the first dial is the number of moons in orbit Elysium. Second be the number of moons that orbit between Dorado and Elysium. And the final being the number of times Eden orbits Elysium before Praetor and Cloister complete a single rotation.
Before I just look up at something, it says Elysium is the central planet in the orrery.
Figures as much.
Oh, if you're unsure which planet is which, inspect the small planetarium models scattered throughout the room. They're labeled with names that correspond to the riddle.
So here we got a yet-to-be-found exoplanet. Over here we've got Elysium.
So, yeah, that's how we know that big one is Elysium.
Got Praetor here. Nyx. That's over to the
I do have the for the record, I do actually have the answer from what I'm looking at. If you just want to say fuck it, but if you want to actually try and get it legit,
I'm more leaning towards fuck it at this point because I want to take care of this guy, and we are getting close to wrap up time.
414. Yeah.
Oh. A pitch ball card. I mean, the extra damage I'm not going to turn my nose up at, but I was hoping that would help me unlock this gun.
What's this area?
The Oracle. I mean, there's a good chance I'm likely not going to use it that much, but at the same time, the way this thing is described makes it sound very much like a smart gun.
Okay, so There's two different ways you can get it. Do you have Lockpick 12 and Mag Picks?
Nope.
The second one is just use Abbott's Universal Key, which you can if I'm dealing with Sealand and Wily.
So, I can come back for it after I take care of Wily then.
Yeah.
I cannot believe Clemens fell for whatever half-baked argument you managed to cobble together. That imbecile. And Svoboda. I thought her more capable. You may have bested my peers, but they were never my equal anyway. And neither are you. You took so long, I was beginning to think my little puzzle actually stumped you.
I had never sacrificed innocence. Now it's time I put a stop to your machinations, fiend.
You seem confused. Allow me to delineate on the totality of your failure. Saving the hostages delayed you just long enough for me to complete my work. I was able to transmit not only the coordinates for the peace talks, but also the station security protocols, giving Augustine control over its automechanicals. She has everything.
Your faith in DeVries is misplaced. She's just using you.
That's preposterous. In a transparent attempt sowing discord between us. I haven't the time nor desire to enumerate the failings in your logic. Suffice to say, you misunderstand the basic fundamentals of my objectives. The Order has been dislocated from its ideals, becoming the opposite of all they espouse. DeVries and I are merely providing a necessary realignment.
Yeah, sounds painful. Have you tried ice?
I'm not going to dignify that question with a response. Any other torches I can throw down into the fathomless pit of your mind? Or can we conclude this pointless tete-a-tete?
You're a menace. No wonder the Abbots sought to undermine your career.
What in the Architect's computational summary are you on about?
The Abbot's been hinting at your incompetence to anyone who will listen.
That hopeless, ineffectual, over-reliant waste of workspace? He wouldn't dare.
It's true. He told me himself.
But I am beyond reproach. My talent without peer. What has Joseph ever done for the Order except occupy my valuable time with useless queries? No, this is some kind of deception. It has to be. I could not have missed such obvious machinations. My math is correct. My math is always correct.
Your calculations are falling apart. Stand down or I'll have to take you apart too.
How could I fail to recognize such gaps in my predictions? I checked and triple-checked. What could I have done? Where did I err?
Don't feel bad. Math is really hard.
Enough. Please. Your point has been sufficiently made, and I truly lack the capacity to debate you further. I've already sent Augustine everything she needs. But all our communications are on this terminal. It is yours to peruse. Though I cannot say whether the information will be useful. Obviously, my analytical acumen is not what I'd assumed. All I know is that I was never meant to stop you. Now I must send word to my allies here at the monastery to stand down and notify them of my resignation from the Order. Effective immediately.
To believe I mattered in the plan's grand scheme.
I have grown worried. I have not received word from Archivist Clemens in some time, and I imagine you would have relayed any pertinent information by now. I fear this bodes ill. Without him, our only option is a direct assault. A risky proposition, to be sure. The last thing any of us want is for our plan to spiral out of control. So it falls on you to seize back that control. Use the methods we discussed to take command of the monastery. When it is done, I will send further instruction. You have my trust. See that it is not misplaced. I'm much obliged for your tireless work. With this knowledge of Greater Tranquility Substation and its security codes, our plans for the peace talks can finally be spurred into motion. However, without Archivist Clemens and his explosives at our disposal, we've no choice but to proceed with our contingency plan. A direct assault. Though the codes will allow me control of the automax on the station, we'd best accept now that more lives may be lost than previously assumed. Yet we must act unflinchingly. To fail now would mean the end of everything. I'm much obliged for your... However, though the codes will... Yet we must act up.
I can attempt a forced message from the seer. To Augustine DeBreeze from Nate. Subject, I am definitely the seer. I think what you're doing is really bad, and it would be super great if you would just not do those things anymore. Thanks so much, Seer Willie. Should we send that?
I mean, it feels risky, but I mean, it's also funny as fuck.
Oh, so tempting. Oh, decisions. Sounds like we could try composing a different dimension to see what that'll give us. Plus we can always go and redo the dumb one. From Nay, subject, this isn't you. Whatever you're planning, please reconsider. I know that you have your reasons, and they probably feel like good ones, but look at what you've done, Augustine. Is all this carnage worth it? You were a good Earth Directorate agent once, the best among us. You could be that again. Just stop before it's too late. And threaten her. I'm coming for you. Your days are numbered, Augustine. Wherever you go, however fast you run, I will still find you. I'm going to make you pay for what you did at Horizon Point Station. P.S. Niles says hi. So, which message do you think we should go? The threat, the reason, or the dumb one?
I mean, my logical side is saying you want to be reasonable with them. At the same point, dumb sounds funny.
Yeah, screw it. We're committing to the dumb run after all. Let's go full on in on it. I'm actually pretty satisfied that we managed to do, apart from that first one, reasonably well with managing to talk our way out of boss fights. Especially, you know, considering how...
The Vrees won't hesitate, and neither
should we. I'm definitely a bit of a glass tank. Glass cannons. Words!
Ooh.
Okay, so yeah. Oh. Another way to get in this case is with a background ex-convict. I'm probably still going to need to talk to the abbot to get his universal key.
Agent, over here.
Oh. Speak of the devil.
It seems the situation here has been resolved, but I don't see Seer Wiley. Were you able to secure his safety?
I did what I came here to do. That's all you need to know.
I won't trouble you to provide more details then. But please allow me to thank you for your assistance in reclaiming the monastery from these conspirators. Without your intervention, I fear this could have been a far greater tragedy. Now, at least, we stand some hope of mitigating the divisiveness in Golden Ridge. You are welcome to collect the experimental weapon inside the observatory, the Oracle. It was Landon's design. Only seems fitting you take it. This key will unlock the case. May all your future endeavors proceed in accordance to the plan.
Excellent. Gimme. The Oracle. Scope tracks nearest target and locks on, covering any fired bullets to hit its mark. Excellent. Okay. Our next major quest, we're going to be going after De Vries and trying to protect the peace talks. But first things first, we need to finish helping Asa with her thing. Which... Okay, so need to find a Glorious Dawn communication device, probably back at the NRA facility. Gonna have to manually leave the area.
I don't know what you're complaining of.
Before I can fast travel any.
I'd estimate I'm 43.11% scathed.
Alright, let's get in position over here. And, this is also probably a good... Oh. That close? Or is that just... That's just the entrance. Yeah, let's get inside and see how far this thing is.
This is it, the Dawn's communication device. Let's see what I can find on it. Not much, but there are a few encrypted messages from Ziegler reporting on a rift in Paradise Island he was sent to study. Idiot didn't even have enough respect to stay to kill me himself. Well, it's of no consequence. Now that I know where he is, let's go show him the error of his ways.
Sounds good,
Right
let's
behind
go.
you, but not in a threatening way.
Yeah, so I have to go back to Paradise Island for that part. So I think this is a good time to head back to the Incognito and wrap things up for tonight. I'm too short. Cause
Don't worry, some people are just born smaller.
to advanced decryption key short, that is.
You know, I'm just being a smartass on you.
Yeah. This murderer's best friend looks like a weapon. Considering it's got a grip on it, it's probably a melee weapon. But basically, it has this ability here called Killing Spree, so coats with blood after each stealth kill, granting 20% damage and crouched movement speed until discovered, with a max of 3 stacks. And at 3 stacks, the footsteps become completely silent. So this thing is probably going to be a really good thing to get unlocked for a melee stealth build.
Oh yeah, did you get your key? Did you get the key from that person?
Uh-huh.
Did you get the?
Yep, I got the gun.
No.
Let's see, over here we got Scrutinizer's eyepiece, energy recharge rate. Strong critical exploits. Strong enemies become weak 5% sooner, up to 25% with observation skill. 30% critical chance against weak enemies. That one only needs 6. The Lonesome Ranger. Oh, this one I actually got enough for. Plus 15% magazine size. While in combat and not attacking, gain plus 33% damage every 2 seconds until you next attack, reload, or swap weapons. Oh. Oh. So this like, this feels like a hat.
Yeah.
Auto Hacker 5000. that's definitely a gun. You know what? I could probably get more later. I want to get this Lonesome Ranger and see what this looks like. Okay, that means I'm going to need another 6 keys to get the murderer's best friend.
Mm.
Oh, I was right. There it is. The Lonesome Ranger. Not bad, not bad. Alright.
Hey, Commander, I think Val wants us to discuss strategy. Or I could just be misunderstanding the noises emanating from her.
I suppose we got a type of little strategy meeting, it would seem.
The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station as soon as you are able.
If we ain't keen on courting complete chaos, we'll need a plan. A solid one. If DeVries succeeds in killing these delegates, it'll be a hell of a lot more than a PR nightmare to worry about. It'll be war.
The lives of millions are in our hands. We must stop the fiendish DeVries at once.
I don't trust the Order to do so. They've appeared perpetually wrong-footed since Passard took office. Perhaps that's part of some strategic long-term plan, but I wouldn't rely on it.
Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised. In the absence of Victor and his explosives, Agent DeVries and her team will be committed to a frontal assault. Due to delays incurred while saving the Order hostages, DeVries also has the codes to control the station's security automechanicals, and will assuredly deploy them against you, Commander.
We got a few options here. Luck, sneak, or guns. Who needs playing when you have luck?
Additionally, per the Earth Directorate Manual, when lacking equivalent combat forces, determination and vast amounts of ammunition may make up the difference.
You know where I stand. This war's taken too many good folk from us. I'll be damned if I let DeVries add to that number.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make DeVries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of our own Phantoms?
This is your fight as much as it is mine, Niles. Of course I'll have you.
Good. Would have been a shame if DeVries was the reason for us falling out too.
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station. Confirmed. Use the astrogator when you are ready to navigate to the station, Commander.
Yeah. A competition to DeVries, it does feel right, like that Niles should be there. Mods. Do I have enough cloth now to make another? I'm 4 short.
Oof.
Because if I'm gonna put that Lonesome Ranger hat on, I'm gonna want to put another extra holster on it so I can keep my current list of weapons on.
Makes sense.
Maybe I can break down some stuff. I can break down a few pieces of Dragoon armor. Okay. An extra holster. Yeah, the gas slinger how I got has an extra, gives me a bonus to critical chance of critical damage. But go back down to the Lonesome Ranger. Yeah, this instead gives me extra magazine size and that whole when I'm in combat and not attacking, extra damage. So basically, if I can just wait like 6 seconds, I can get I could do double damage per shot. So this is useful to swap into if I get stuck in combat. Alright. And with that, I think we can safely wrap things up for tonight. Because next time around, we can make a little stop over on Paradise Island to take care of Az's thing. Then we can take Niles and could be either Valerie or Ines, maybe even Marisol. I'll decide to bring with me, aside from Niles, for going and confronting DeVries next time. But until then, thank you for joining me here tonight, Nickname. It's always a pleasure.
Same.
And thank you again for the follow to bring stability. Hope you enjoy your time in the stream. Although, judging by the commentary earlier, they're probably in bed by now.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna join them soon. Well, not like that, but fuck. Shut up.
No comment. And a thank you to everyone who came by to watch. Hope you all had a good time, and until the next one, take care now. Bye-bye.